more variety than ever, and we've got HBox versus Cody starting off game 1.
All right, so for some very quick, brief primer on recent set history, these guys played at the off-season in main bracket, so it's goofy stages. I actually don't know off the top of my head which stages they played during their set. Cody did get the 3-0 there, but that portion of the off-season is like being like sort of counted for rankings. It's like kind of on a interesting basis because of the stages.
Right.
However, the time that they played previously, HBox actually won.
Yeah, Smash
3-2 at SmashCon earlier this year. So
pretty important to note there. Cody ranked number 2 right now in the summer rankings, and HBox ranked number 8. And the set count is actually 10-3 in Cody's favor.
That is pretty incredible. That just goes to show how early he was able to kind of start taking sets off Hungrybox, right? Because he was both getting to him and beating him, you know?
Yeah.
Only 3 set losses is pretty wild.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy. Yeah, I would say that this is one of HBox's bracket demons between Cody and Zane. You know, they
those are probably the big 2 for HBox,
in the modern era.
A little bit of AMSA here and there, a little bit of AMSA. I feel like AMSA's been giving him a lot of trouble, but he's still been taking sets back off AMSA.
Definitely.
More frequently than either Cody or Zane.
But
so Juan actually had a little bit of a tough road here as well. Dropped into losers to AMSA in this very tournament. As I just mentioned, AMSA has been one of the players who's been taking more sets off Hungrybox than he's been losing.
Right.
But he also ran it close game 5 against Axe's Fox in top 24 leading up to this. And he was sweating it out in that set too. He had to grind to get it all the way to game 5 because Axe was ahead the entire time. Axe was up 2-1, nearly won game 4. But HBox showed some true grit and keeping his top 8 streak alive, still top 8ing everything with the exception of the offseason, which again, we're not entirely certain how much we're going to be counting that.
No free rides. It feels like pretty much every player here in this top 8 has been pushed to the limit at some point in the bracket, right?
Yeah, no free rides whatsoever.
No free rides, and definitely not a free ride here for either of these players. Cody doing a good job just keeping center stage, dash dancing in center, not giving HBox too much to work with, even though HBox is like kind of going to ledge and refreshing over and over again. Cody knows that he'll just kind of wait for his opening, building up good laser damage at this point. Gets the percent such that up smash is going to KO there, and up throw upper is going to KO, gets the up smash KO there.
Yep. And I love that he has not up smashed raw like that. All of a sudden, he switches it into his anti-air mix-up game, right? Usually he's looking to anti-air stuff with shine, like landing nair or up tilt. Maybe retreating bear, really good too. But you just got to mix that up smash in here or there, because if you're doing it too much, HBox is going to sniff that out and snuff you out.
That was a really good neutral air, by the way. It just was like the perfect little hitbox to cover that side B. So good. I like the way that HBox has been edge guarding throughout this tournament. Kind of going out there and making some nice call outs.
Ooh, that Phantom good.
Oh! That's going to do it.
Was that up tilt?
I want to say that's up air. I feel like
was that up air? I didn't. I looked away for a half a second.
Same.
And he was just gone.
Cody also really good at playing the percents. As you pointed out, going for that up smash in that particular position. I feel like that was kind of knowing that it's gonna, the risk to reward is gonna be super good at that percent where it's gonna KO, right? Same thing with like throwing out up airs, same thing with like getting them to up throw up air percent, and then kind of just waiting in the center stage. I think that's what really makes this matchup kind of tough for Jigglypuff.
Yeah,
when the Fox is playing like this.
Again, Puff is a character that is, you know, lead dependent. Puff playing from behind is way different than playing with the lead.
Absolutely.
And HBox opted not to go to Dreamland off rip for his first counter pick too, and drops an early stock.
You know, Cody talked a little bit about, you know, choosing maybe a smaller stage sometimes from the Puff's end as a counter pick, because if the Fox is playing kind of far distance away, it's kind of tough for the Jigglypuff to play from behind, as you're pointing out, and to like kind of catch the Fox. So in a stage like FOD, maybe you can like catch up to the Fox a little bit with the platforms and just the layout of the stage a little bit better than perhaps on a stage like Dreamland.
Absolutely. No, I think HBox actually explicitly will talk about that sometimes too.
Oh,
okay. Gonna be a stock trade.
Can't just be up smashing that close. It's gonna be a rest out of shield.
Up smashing raw against HBox is usually a death sentence. He is so good at avoiding it.
Yeah. He's also really good at like putting up the shield at like the last possible moment.
Yeah.
So it feels like you're gonna hit him, and then whoop, that little shield comes out.
Oh yeah. That used to be the theme of him in MTK's sets back in the day.
Right.
MTK would play so slow and patient, and then he would just up smash and die. And then lose.
Because HBox also knows that's what you're going for, especially at those particular percents, right?
Yep, he's looking for it.
It's so juicy.
He's scouting it out. But Cody is currently scouting out these up airs.
Yeah, this set is just passing by in the blink of an eye. Those up airs are so potent. Tries to go for down tilt, actually, which is really interesting in the combo sequence. Again, I really like it. Kind of covers like pretty far in front of you as well from a grounded position, which is pretty nice from Fox's end.
Oh my.
This is looking like the Cody show.
Oh my.
Okay. A little bit of style here with the up B.
I don't hate seeing it.
No?
I don't hate it at all. 3 stocks to 1.
Yeah, you got stocks to play with.
Absolutely. You gotta. Oh my. So fast.
There's that up tilt. Also, just again knowing the percents to where that's gonna start KOing, and it's already 2-0 for Cody.
I think we're 4 minutes into this at 5 minutes maybe. That was a quick couple of first games. HBox gonna probably slow it down on Dreamland, and yes, he's looking to hear the claps. He's looking to hang out with Wispy. He's looking for a double DDD. It's Dreamland 64 time.
That's right. I agree with you in terms of like, grabbing out of the side B. I agree with you in particular about slowing it down a little bit, right? Because it feels like Cody is just all over it.
Yeah.
And he just can't find his footing. So the space might afford him a little bit of flexibility here.
It's, you mentioned going to the smaller stage specifically so that you can apply pressure, more consistently as Jigglypuff, right? Not allow them to get away from you and kind of fight from that longer distance. But Cody's completely confident fighting at most ranges.
Yeah.
Again, he's like one of the best Fox and Puff players that I've ever seen.
I mean, Fox is just it's just like a very well-rounded character, right? So you can kind of play close quarters, you can play a little bit farther away.
Well-rounded is it's the nicest way I've ever heard somebody talking about how good Fox is before. He's so well-rounded.
So well-rounded.
I think the word that I usually hear starts with a B and ends with a broken.
Buttery movement.
Broken. Again, Juan dropping the first stock. But we will get a nice soft too hard. The, what do you call it, the gordita?
That's right.
That's what we used to call it back in the day.
That's right. Gotta get a little bit of some
hard shell and the soft shell.
That's right. And I like Cody is just so comfortable playing these distances as well. So that's why I think the stage is, Cody just knows how to play every stage properly in this matchup. That's what I'll say. Yeah. Fox is a very well-rounded character, so he has the ability to play to the stage quite well.
I mean, look at HBox doing exactly what we said he would. He's trying to slow it down as much as he can, but Cody's just taking every little 2%, 3% laser that he can, and he's like, that's fine with me. Yeah. I'm in the lead. We're 2 minutes in.
Actually, Cody had to play Faust to get to this portion of the racket.
And Faust was playing hot this weekend, too.
Faust was playing hot. But Cody's just super comfortable playing these distances and knows when he can get the lasers uncontested.
Oh, no.
That's big. Wow, that's a stock.
Oh, my. Okay. HBox able to keep it even. And every time he gets the stocks back to even without Cody building too much of a percentage, it just gets scary.
Right.
As patient as you can be, if HBox is able to sniff out where you're going to be landing, he'll strike.
Yeah, especially if he gets like a grab, especially if he gets. But Cody techs. That's a really important
tech. It's so hard to hit that tech.
It's so hard to hit that tech, and HBox is super good at the jab reset off of all the missed techs. Yeah. And I feel like Cody actually hasn't given him any of those positions.
Hunted down in the corner, and 95 is early for Puff on this stage too. I mean, it's either 95 or 195.
Yeah. Right? No in between a lot of.
Up throw up air or up smash or back air at 195.
And Cody's just so good at closing it out at those percents. I gotta give credit where credit is due.
Yeah, HBox did a pretty decent job holding off as much of that laser damage as he can. Because, I mean, the pressure is just not there.
Yeah. Not only is the laser damage building up, the shield is also pretty small in the Jigglypuff as well. Just
That's true.
All the.
You're right. Because the lasers really do just. Oh no! What is that fair? I think Juan jumped on accident. Just jumped above the Firefox position.
Yeah. Tries to get the back air before Fox can get the side B edge cancel.
No. He accidentally turns around after drill 2. Cody hunts him down in the corner, and that is a quick 3-0. Cody is focused, sharp, and Juan has got another top 8 under his belt. He keeps the streak alive outside of the offseason too, of course. Since Big House 4, he's made top 8.